I am going to be cooking. So I'm going to be seasoning my salmon. I'm going to be doing that. Let that sit for maybe a couple hours. Let the seasoning get into it. Actually, for salmon, you don't really need to do that, honestly, if we're being 100%. Um, so, uh, okay. All right, I had to make sure. All right, so I'm about to get myself high. I know you were begging for attention. Hi, hi, hi. I'm going in the kitchen if you're going. Come on. I'm gonna fry me some bacon because I'm craving some. Where you going? I'm craving some oatmeal. So I want some oatmeal and think I'm gonna do me some bacon and maybe a Hawaiian roll. Okay. Normally, I start my day off with some green tea, lemon, honey, but I'm not feeling that this morning. Maybe I'll drink some tea later on today. But regardless, you need to make sure you drink some green tea that helps burn fat and lemon. Now, when I was another thing that I do as a drink concoction that I would do is I would do green tea, always green tea because it's known to help burn fat and help boost your metabolism. Green tea, turmeric, black pepper, I would do that. Or I would just do the green tea, lemon, and honey. All of those factors burn fat. So just want to put that out there. Guys, that live that I did for Hot Topics yesterday, it got copyright. I'm disputing it right now. Hopefully they will release it. If not, I don't know if I'm gonna do it again. But if they don't release it, I guess I'll do it again. Um, but today I am gonna come back on live and I am going to do, how the United States government works. So, just a little educational video. I'll do that and maybe you guys might see a review from me. Oh shoot, I gotta do a report today. Yeah, you guys might see a review from me later on today. But or just these two, and then I'll do some reviews tomorrow. I'll do some reviews tomorrow, and then we will go from there, okay? It may be in like not next week, but the following week, going live or whatever. It may just be me talking. It may not be, me on my computer because I'm like, how am I gonna bring both of my laptops on the computer on the thing? And I don't trust leaving my MacBook in my suitcase. So or my work computer, to be honest, to be fair. So give me a second. I need something grooving on. Well, not grooving, but we have been hearing about the issue of retail healthcare in California for a while. What is being done to get to the root of the problem?
Well, there are several causes as to the root of the problem of retail theft. I mean, some people shoplift out of necessity. Some people shoplift because they have substance use disorder. Some people shoplift as the way they make their living, the way they support themselves. And the way we deal with it is different depending upon what motivates someone to do it. But the thing that is, at least in my mind, important that we need to change here soon is we need to modify the sanctions
Italian TV
to someone who steals in a retail theft context. In other words,
report on business in Italy.
Says, in essence, that any theft up to $950 is a misdemeanor.
PR&B.
Prosecuted misdemeanors, and so that means that.
I'm just trying to find something to be in the back burner. So
California is we used to have this wonderful array of ports that would provide diversion or provide some sort of, we call it collaborative.
the Olympics, is it still going on? I thought the Olympics was.
But there's much less incentive than.
Did they not do it on Sundays?
Because the sanction at the end is basically no longer there.
Ooh, Tom and Jerry. Oh heck no! This is the one where they talking. I didn't know Tom and Jerry talk. I mean, you would hear. Well, the Tom. This must be an updated version. I haven't watched Tom and Jerry because I don't have cable at my house. I haven't watched Tom and Jerry in so long. But when I was a kid, I definitely watched it. It was one of my babies. All right, guys. So I got some Santa Monica seafood. This is the brand Fresh Farm Atlantic Salmon Filet. So this is what I got. One thing about me is you guys need to know I do not like touching raw stuff. I have a real thing for that. Ugh, even if it's fish. Like if it's meat, I just feel like I could like feel the fish's soul. I don't know. It's just weird, or the animal's soul. Like I don't know. It's just very weird. Anyways, we're gonna wash this fish off, okay? I'm trying to decide if I'm actually gonna pull. Some people pull the scale off. I might do that. At least for this piece, it was real easy. It already had a. So I'm just doing like that. Now I know there is like a professional way. I dated a chef before and they taught me and I totally forgot how to do it. So this is just what I be doing with my hands. Okay. And don't worry, I did wash my hands. Literally before I got on live, I washed my hands. But now it does get, once you get to the thicker parts, that's when it's. You can cook with the scales on. It's up to you what you want to do. But you want to make sure you find an opening on the fish if you do not want to cook with the scale on. So you can pull it off and not lose so much meat. And honestly, sometimes it's really, really hard. And what I do is, whatever parts that gets pulled off from the main fillet, I still be throwing that in the pan. Now I'm gonna bake it. You know, I've never fried salmon, but there's this restaurant in Long Beach that fries salmon. Ugh. And it is so good. Put y'all over here. It is so good. So I'm just over here. I'm just washing it. What they look like. Here's one of them. Honestly, and it doesn't have to be perfect, but I took the scale off. Some cultures, they like the scale on because they eat it. They like the skin. They just clean the scales real good. I'm gonna go in with some white vinegar. I never did this, but I'll be doing this to clean my chicken though. So, and I wanted to try it, make it a little bit, see if it'll make a little difference for like zestiness. Because a lot of people don't like vinegar because vinegar is an acquired taste. I've always liked vinegar since I was a little girl. Now, now that I think about it, where did that damn... Here it is. I'm just gonna go ahead and cook it. I'm not gonna let it sit overnight. You don't, that's not necessary for salmon. So I'm just gonna go ahead, put it in this little Pyrex. I'm not at my house, so I'm clearly not using the tools that I would normally use. So one thing about it is you want to make sure you also have like a sink or a tub, however you wash your dishes, because I was raised by old school people. So I believe in hand washing. Yes, the dishwasher is cool and all. To me, I feel like it's the lazy man's way. For certain things, I can see why people use it. But there's just something about washing dishes that's, I don't know, it's therapeutic for me. So that's why I enjoy it. And also too, it's nothing like you washing your own dishes. Hold on, I need to wash my hands. And I like my dishwater to be hot. I don't know why people be washing dishes. Some people be washing dishes on cold. I'm just like, how are you killing any type of bacteria or anything? Yes, you have soap, but they teach you that in science class. You need heat. So I'm gonna just let that fill up real quick. Actually, I'm gonna take y'all with me. Y'all don't need to see all of my house. Well, where I'm at. So, I forgot that shit is hot. Let me on. Hot, hot, hot. All right, so what I'm gonna go in, I forgot one thing though. Out of the I like the Mrs. Dash, the original blend. I use this on pretty much everything. I like to go in with that. And when I season my fish, I do both sides. I should have started with the bottom first, but I went with the damn top. Darn it. I heated the oven for 375. So as I'm seasoning this, the oven is heating. Oh, and I forgot garlic. I'll put garlic on the bottom. Garlic too. And then since I'm over here, I'll go and get some butter. So that will be my lunch. I know it's already lunchtime, but so far this is what it looks like. Hold on, let me flip the camera. That's what it looks like so far. Now, I don't have no parsley. I typically would put parsley on this. Why does it look like that? It's gonna go in. It just gives it a little razzle dazzle. Oh, I use the salt-free table blend. Mrs. Dash as well. You have to know these things, they don't really be having, a lot of flavor. I like the flavor. I actually was put on to Mrs. Dash by one of my old jobs because the individuals that I cared for, they they had a nutritionist, and this seasoning doesn't have salt in it. And it was just really, really good for them. So, and I liked it. I tried it out. I liked it. Now, if I'm being cute, what I typically would have all of these. Oh, and lemon pepper as well. Don't matter what brand. Lemon pepper. You always make sure you got your garlic too. Um, it doesn't matter. I'm not a brand girl when it comes to seasoning. As long as it tastes good, I don't care. But I go ahead and I put butter literally on top of the fish. I'm gonna have to get another stick because that ain't enough. And I'm gonna put y'all down here real quick. Y'all just gonna have to look at the cabinets real quick, or the light real quick. Okay. I had to get some foil. I have to get some foil. But anyways, I got butter. This is salted butter, by the way, challenge. Yeah, so typically, like if I was at my house, what I use all these, I would use all these seasonings. I would use the Mrs. Dash table blend, the original lemon pepper garlic. I will put parsley on it. And then if I'm feeling real fancy, I will put some lemon slices on top of it because I like my fish to be kind of zesty. I like my fish to be kind of zesty. That is what makes everything taste good to me. That's just me. Now, you can use as much butter as you want. It's not about the presentation, baby. It's all about if it tastes good. Well, I showed y'all how it looked before I put the butter on it. So I'm literally just putting little pieces of butter on it. Don't matter the size. Try to keep it the size that I have here. So I'll show y'all. Try to keep it like that. Okay. And that's it. So, and then sometimes too, I'll put tomatoes on top of it because it's really good if you season it. But if you do that, if you're going to use tomatoes, I would recommend you could use a combination of butter and olive oil because the seasonings, the butter and the olive oil, it will naturally make like a, it's not a gravy, but like a sauce. And the tomato is just going to enhance it. And then it's really, really good. So if you make some rice or whatever, you could just use the sauce that naturally happens, and then it has like the fish or whatever. It's just really good. It just really amplifies the meal. And this is an easy meal, guys. If you guys, how could you mess up fish? You just season it, put your butter on it, put it in the oven. Now me, I don't have no particular time that I leave because salmon, it cooks really, it cooks quickly. It's not a fish that you really need to time stuff out. And I've been cooking it forever because I'm primarily a pescatarian, but I like to tell people I'm loose based because I will eat other types of meat, but it's not all the time. Like right now, I'm gonna make me some bacon. Because And I don't eat nothing else pork, by the way. I've been having a bacon thing. I don't know what's been going on like the last couple of months, but I typically don't eat pork. So, yeah. And then the only time I eat pork really primarily is the holidays. So, Panera Pyrex foil. Oh, it's not at 375 yet, so we're gonna let it sit here for a little bit. But one thing I am gonna do is next, gonna fry me some bacon. This bacon is really good, but this shit, you need to find it when it's on sale. Why is bacon so damn high nowadays? But the black label bacon, this bacon is really, 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 really good. Okay? This bacon is typically, I've seen it in the store for $13, $15. You gotta catch it when it's on sale for like $4.99. Even $6.99 is a deal. This isn't the skillet that I normally like. I don't know where the other skillet is. It's back there. Too late. I already put the bacon on that one. Okay. These are thin slices too. So, it's like that. My mama love this bacon. She be asking me to make her some bacon. I'm just gonna get 4 slices. That should be enough for me. I'm gonna do some oatmeal. No, I ain't about to be no fancy person too when it comes to the oatmeal. When it comes to the oatmeal, I do the Quaker oats. How you can just put it in the microwave. I like the fruit cream ones. Those are the ones that I like. Those are the ones that I like. And I'm gonna have me maybe a roll, Hawaiian roll. And that's gonna be my breakfast. The good thing about breakfast is you can eat breakfast any day, any time of day. And nobody would look at you crazy. I have a taste for some strawberry oatmeal. We're gonna see. And then me, I don't know what it is. If I have oatmeal, I have to always have a glass of milk. And the only time I like milk is if I have it with ice. I know some people be like, ew. Should I do 1 oatmeal or 2 oatmeal? I'm going to do 2 oatmeal. So I get the fruit cream packets. So I'm going to have to change that bowl size then. That bowl size is too small. Okay. It's not big enough. Guys, my leg is on the way. It's I'm not going to say it's almost where it needs to be, but there definitely is progress from, recovering from my broken leg. One thing that I will say, though, is I definitely feel the scar tissue. You know, where they cut me at first, it wasn't keloid, but it's kind of keloid a little bit. Um, I use two packets. I definitely could tell, like, when I have my Crocs. One thing that I will say is I'm nowhere near wearing a regular shoe, okay, on my feet. And I notice I can't have anything that has, like, a real platform on my foot, because then it hurts too much. Hurts too much. And my foot is always swollen. It's always swollen. Is it a good day swollen or is it a bad day swollen? That's the thing. I've been going to physical therapy. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't been doing everything they told me to do. Which hopefully that doesn't backfire on me. I did buy this stuff. I'm supposed to do a couple of exercises, but I am supposed to do this band exercise. I just got the bands because my physical therapist, he was starting to get agitated with me. Okay, we're gonna put the fish in the oven. So I just gauge it when it comes to the fish. I've been doing it for so long, I don't even time it. I remember when I first started making salmon, I used to time it, but again, it doesn't take that long to cook. I just look at it and I'm able to tell if it's done. So can't tell y'all that. I can't walk far. So that is to be noted. I cannot walk far. Now in a house, I could semi-walk without the cane, but it definitely is a limp, you know, like a hobble, I mean. So I do hobble. For long distances, the physical therapist said I should use my walker. So I do have a walker. To be honest, I haven't used a walker in a while because I don't go on long walks or anything. I don't want to. It hurts too damn much. What else? My foot does this weird thing, like it goes like this. I don't even know how to explain it. It's like jello or whatever, like, but your foot normally it doesn't do that. Like since they had to repair my leg, my foot, it seems like it's loose, but it's not. I don't know. It's just weird to explain, but yeah. So I have pains. Standing on it for too long. Like right now, I'm primarily focusing. All my weight is on my left side. So I broke my right leg. I broke my tibia and my fibula. And I have metal plates and screws in my leg now. And so even though y'all see me standing right now, I'm primarily, let me show y'all how it looks. So this is what's going on. Y'all see that? I have my right leg over that and it's not even on the floor. So I'm balancing on my left side. Now I will show you guys too. Leave my little foot alone, my feet alone. Well, I will show y'all what it looked like. Look, this is the aftermath of surgery, okay? This goes up right there. They cut me right here. So I could feel all of this tissue. See this darkness around here? That's scar tissue. So they cut me right here. This was open. It's closing. Right here they cut me. And then right over there, a screw went right here. And this screw actually moved in my leg as I'm a little swollen right now. Okay, I'm a little swollen right now. This is good swollen though. And then my ankle is always swollen. So, that's what it looks like, the aftermath of this the surgery. So, it's going to take a while. And for my injury, they say it takes a year for your bones to fully heal. Good news is my bones is healing. My ortho doctor did say, especially because I had a really bad fracture. It's not like something, you know, and I'm not a child, you know. If you're going to break a bone, break it when you a kid, not when you older, you know. Um, I'm not old. I'm not gonna say I'm not young either. You know, definitely getting there. But anyways, I'll just say I'm a millennial. We're not old, but and I'm at the beginning of my 30s, so I'm not even old. But still, the older you get, the harder it is to heal. The harder it is for things to do what they need to do. But the doctor was like, sometimes he's seen X-rays where people don't have no bone growth. There's no bone growing. My body is trying to grow. It's trying to. There's shadow where the bone was shattered. There's shadow behind it indicating new bone growth. So that's good. God is good. Praise the Lord. Um, but my ankle is fucked up. So we're gonna see how it feels, a year after. One thing I did notice too, so I've been working primarily remote since I broke my leg. Well, since April, I've been primarily remote. I can't. The doctor hasn't cleared me. So the doctor, I go to the doctor in a couple weeks. Um, my notice should be, my notice is going to be up on the 17th. But just based off of his last evaluation, he's going to end up extending that. And I don't mind it because my thing is, these jobs, I love my job. But let's be real. If y'all see my x-ray, what it looks like, you'll be like, girl, get as much time as you can to be off. Get as much time as you can to have restrictions. Because it's not like it's something minor that happened. I have a metal plate in my leg. I have either 12 to 15 screws in my leg. It's a pretty bad fracture. Not pretty bad, it is a horrible fracture. Every time, if it's not my normal ortho or the nurse, they come in there and they look at my stuff, they be like, oh my God. That's how bad it looks. So, and maybe one day, like when I get like towards the end of my healing journey, I'll show you guys my x-ray because I don't give a damn. I started to feel bad. Don't get me wrong. I'm a workaholic. I like to work or whatever. I don't like being idle or whatever. And I have been working. I work remote. And my job already was primarily remote. It's just I do need to go out in the field every now and then. But I'm not able to do that because I can't even walk that far. So if the doctors say, no, I'm not approving it, none of that, then that's fine. And I'll be okay taking a couple more months off before fully going back because it's too much. It's way too much. The pains that I get, standing on it for too long. I can't walk far. Driving, not supposed to be driving. Not gonna lie, and snuck and drove. But, I make sure it's not during traffic hours, but that's still dangerous. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's going on with my leg. Give y'all an update. I know I've been man, this bacon ain't cooking. The other side, this one, I'm about to move this over a little bit more. Um, and then for the people that don't know how I broke my leg, my apartment. I broke my leg. It's concrete open stairs. It's concrete open stairs. My leg, I was going to go dump the trash. I was having a rough day too. I was going to dump the trash. The trash bag was in front of my right leg. I tripped over it. The trash bag had to push the leg back behind in the open stairs. And I moved forward. The leg snapped. Because when you see, I don't know, whatever your balancing bone is, it's like this. The breakage was like this. So you could tell my leg went like that. And then all my body went slam. Then bah! It broke. Broke the big bone. Broke the little bone. So that's how it happened. And I remember I was telling people, they were like, yeah, just say you had a domestic violence situation or whatever. Like, you don't need to lie. I was like, I'm not even in a relationship with someone. Like, what? And that's nothing to be joking with. Like, and then you saying that to me, you don't even know that I'm a domestic violence survivor. That was I didn't take real offense to it. I thought, they were definitely trying to be funny, but I could see people that are, still triggered from their experiences, um, how that could really get them. And yes, with my bacon, this oil, I ain't eating all this oil. It's going on this paper towel. Okay? I don't like my bacon to be, some people like their bacon to be crispy. I don't like that. I like it to be just enough crisp. And I do like to have, like, I'll show a piece. I do like to have, you see how it's like that? I love that. So, I just did me some 4 pieces. Gonna put this water in this oatmeal. I gotta be careful though. I still have not mastered. Oops. What is the appropriate time to do the oatmeal in the microwave? Because my oatmeal be spilling over, blowing up. You better not start that shit, bacon. Popping all over the place. Yesterday, let me tell y'all what I made yesterday. Yesterday, I made some homemade mashed potatoes. I made some kale and onions. I was craving kale for whatever. I kind of over salted it a little bit, but it's good. I made some kale. I made some chicken wings. Ooh, them chicken wings was fire. Well, they were party wings. I wish I would have had, natural pieces of chicken wings. But anyways, so my breakfast right now is gonna be the Hawaiian. I'm gonna get I don't know. The oatmeal is kind of sweet. I'm gonna get me some milk with ice, and then I got this bacon, and then I got my oatmeal here. We got some boiled eggs in there. I think I'm gonna do boiled egg. I'm gonna eat one of those boiled eggs. Have some salt and pepper on it. That's gonna be my breakfast. I don't have my cup. I thought I had my cup. Y'all notice I got a hobble. Thought I had my cup for my milk. What time is it? 1:28? I don't even remember what time I put that fish in there. I drink the lactate milk because my stomach be picking and choosing when it's okay and when it's not okay. And baby, we ain't got time for that. Now, some people like their oatmeal creamy. I don't like that. This is the first time I'm going to put some butter in my oatmeal, though. My fruit oatmeal. I don't think I need 2 of those. So this is how the oatmeal turned out. That's the final product of the baking. I'm gonna stir. You guys make sure you stir your oatmeal. Stir it up. It's hot like I expected. Okay. I'm gonna just go ahead and keep the milk out because the cup that I have, I love these little cups, but I know I'm gonna need. I hate this dang thing. It is not strong enough. It keeps breaking off. Did not want 3. Okay, I'm gonna enjoy these cartoons because even though I'm an adult, I still enjoy cartoons. Damn, he do look like his daddy.
You know, Giselle, I have never revealed this, but I happen to have one of the Polaroids that my dad brought me in December of 1964. This is what he showed me when I was 8. And this is the first time I saw anything, any inkling of what was going on.
And you were excited.
It was so exciting to see this.
Mr. Spock here, representing a follow-up message.
This first pattern Star Trek, it was a very exciting moment. It was one of those moments that I knew I would never forget.
And obviously, it debuted, Star Trek debuted in 1966. And you said this film was immediate?
It was immediate. It was, people started blaming on the Spock. He's a very exciting character. His character really seemed to resonate with people. People could relate to him on a number of different levels.
Why do you think that is?
Spock is an outsider. He's different from the rest.
And you think there are many people who feel like on the outside and don't feel like they fit in?
Correct. Including myself. There are a lot of us who feel that way. We just feel like that we don't, you know, we're not that popular, we're not the smartest, we're not the best in sports, you know, or other competition. We just sometimes feel like we're loners on the outside looking in, and Spock was very much that figure, but gave a dignity to it and just a real sense of pride and joy. My father himself pointed out to me, he's the only member of the core crew of the Enterprise who's on the planet. They had an interracial crew, and, you know, of many different ethnicities, but the only alien was Spock, and as such, he really was the ultimate.
You said by the time you were 8 years old, literally you could not go out of the house without fans and paparazzi there. And what was that? All of a sudden see just your dad on TV, and then go from that to like an onslaught of people all around you.
Well, Giselle, it's an adjustment. Sex and everything like that. I mean, it was pretty instantaneous.
And by 10, you said there started to be some friction between you and your dad. We saw him give all this attention to fans when you were hungry for your own father's attention. Is that where things started to like grow a bit of discontent?
In all honesty, it happened even before that. I mean, my dad was from a completely different generation than I. He was raised in Boston during the Depression. His parents were Ukrainian immigrants. For him, it was all about survival and work, odd jobs, pursuing his passion, which was acting. When he decided to go to Hollywood,
Ooh, he was hot.
not supportive of him whatsoever. So he came to LA with nothing, and you know, made his way. He's a completely self-made man. I was born in a very different milieu. When I was 10, I was listening to the Beatles and reading the amazing Spider-Man comic books and watching Star Trek and all this incredible TV. You know, we were so far apart generationally and just had trouble relating to each other. And the little time that we did spend together was completely interrupted because we could not be out in public with influenza, and it was very difficult to compete with that.
I can imagine. You did visit the set guy, right? And it was open with the makeup artist made you into a mini spa. That could have been fun.
This is July '66. This is before the show had even aired. The captain is down on the planet of the league,
Spock here, Captain.
and Spock is the captain's chair, and having a conversation with Captain Kirk. I came out of the turbo lift from behind him and walked up to him. They were always playing pranks on the set, and this was their idea of pulling one on Dad.
How did you respond?
His attitude was like, okay, you got me. Okay, this is really fun. This is really funny. I mean, these things were difficult for him because he was so, you know, it took a lot of focus for him to stay in character. I mean, even off, when he was not being, you know, off the set, when I was on the stage with him, I couldn't even really approach him or talk to him. I kind of let him do his thing because it was very, you know, introspective.
And you write that he would tell you he loved you, but you didn't feel it.
Yeah, you know, I didn't have the real visceral connection to him that I had to my mother. With my dad, it was much more difficult.
You said he didn't go to your baseball games, and that you compared the relationship of your kids with their dads, and you said yours fell short.
Well, I didn't know at the time that this was the way it was until I saw how my friends interacted with their fathers, and it was a very different experience here. They just didn't have a really close relationship with him. And when he was finished with Star Trek and Mission Impossible around 1971, then he had a little more time on his hands, and I was in my teenage years, and that's when the real trouble started.
I read this fun story, right, in a book about how you stole his car.
Well, I just borrowed it, I didn't steal it.
And you went for a joyride with a bunch of hot girls and got pulled over by a cop. How did that go down?
Not very well, no.
This was his 1964 Buick. It must have been like his pride and joy.
Well, the interesting thing was, we were sitting in traffic on Westwood Boulevard, right in front of the Crest Theater when the cops pulled up next to us. Now, the Crest Theater is now the Neon Theater.
Oh, wow.
The police showed, you know, pulled up next to us and looked at me and just thought,
No way.
no way.
Well, despite whatever challenges that you were going through as a teenager, age appropriate, you went on to your bachelor's of science at Berkeley, your Juris Doctorate at Loyola, moved in with your parents, and that's when you say you really butted heads.
Yeah, I moved in with my parents just for the first year of law school, thinking that I just needed to be at home and have sort of a support base. But it became very clear very early on that I had made a terrible mistake.
You say your dad, no one knew this, was a functioning alcoholic.
Right.
And you were like getting into your own addiction at that time, and that just exacerbated what was already a tense situation.
Yes, we were both high functioning in our respective addictions, but when it came to problems in our relationship, I think it just exacerbated it, and there was a lot of unpleasantness.
What was the origins of like that discontent, like at that period?
What was it? I don't, Giselle, it's so complicated, it's so hard to go into because a lot of it had to do with competition. I was doing something in law school that he could not have done. it is exactly what his parents wanted for him. They wanted him to be a professional. When his parents found out I was going to law school, they were just elated. I think that he felt I was a little threatening to be back at home and to be going through law school and doing something that he could not do.
Did he withhold love because he didn't receive the kind of love that you wanted from him, from his own parents?
I think it wasn't a conscious effort on his part. It was just the way he was raised. He just wasn't used to being. He was very spot-like in that respect. He was just not used to being very emotional and very open with his feelings. That created a lot of trouble at home. It was very difficult for him to relate to. A lot of people have a high regard for one another, as do I. I mean, I always say throughout the whole book, despite the issues I have with him, it's always proud of him.
So this is not like Dad and Dearest. You're not just talking about the challenge, you're talking how you overcame them. And we're going to get into that now. The stories comes right back.
The OC Fair is back, and it's always a good time. Experience the thrills of summer. Memories you can't make anywhere else. Fun happens at the OC Fair. Always a good time.
And there are actually two separate plumbing systems in your home. One for the water coming in and the other for the water going out, the drains.
But what's most important?
Obviously, it's the water supply side.
Obviously not. It's the drains. Why the drain? Do I really have to explain that?
Why are we having this debate in my office? The most important system is
So what that's out of my work order?
Drains. I was right.
What about muffin? Is the top the best part?
The best part is the
Whether you're an active person that wants extra supplemental movement, maybe you want to keep your legs active while you work, or you wish to support your therapy at home, or you just want to build strength, increase your mobility, flexibility, and boost your circulation, Ellipse was made for you. Power-assisted exercise that frees your mind to enjoy your favorite seated activities. Just plug it in, place your feet, select your speed, and relax. Ellipse does all the work for you. Call now and order Ellipse.
On Inside the Issues, we start by asking what decisions are making the most impact on Southern Californians. To find the answer, our political experts are across our state and nation, speaking with the people who shape the policies that shape our lives. Our job
Galvin Newsom is fine.
is to analyze the information,
He looked like what was his name off of Scandal? The president.
and we do it every weeknight.
I wonder if they're related some kind of way.
Weeknights at 8. Available on all your favorite devices, exclusively on Spectrum.
The OC Fair is back, and it's always a good time. Experience the thrills of summer. Memories you can't make anywhere else. Fun happens at the OC Fair. Always a good time.
Welcome back to LA Stories, everyone.
That fish smells good.
The roast human, the son of Leonard Nimoy, Adam Nimoy.
All right, guys.
You called your dad a functioning alcoholic.
I'm going to give it like
Drinking, you right, that started doing film
2 more minutes. But
helped you feel pressure.
I hope you guys enjoyed, me making my breakfast and the salmon.
Well, yeah. I mean, the show says start.
I already have sides for the salmon, as I mentioned earlier. I still have some kale. I got some mashed potatoes. I also made some macaroni and cheese the other day. I think I'm going to end up giving that to my brother. So I think I'm going to have the mashed potatoes and the kale. That sound good. Okay, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Don't forget to tune in later on with my video for how does the government work. Tune into that. And I'll see you guys soon. Love you. Don't forget to like and subscribe.